How are you? You're looking glowing
Well,
and
thank
lovely.
you. Thank you. It's probably because I've got the heating turned on too hot.
Looking good, looking good. It's
Thank
really nice to
you.
see you. It's been a
Likewise.
while.
It has been a long time. Well, you've been over sunning
Yeah,
yourself.
yes. Although it's not that sunny today, a bit chilly.
Well,
But yes.
it's been pretty miserable here.
Oh. So yeah, Sunna and I know each other because our boyfriends are actually very good friends. Do you call Dave your boyfriend? I don't know. Like they're quite old, aren't they?
They
Really?
are. He's a man friend.
Man friend.
Yes.
Yes, our man friends are friends. So
Yes.
yeah, that's how we know each other, which is
Yeah,
really nice.
they have music in common and many other things.
And many others. They do indeed. So yeah, say hi to Dave.
I will. And say hi to Jazz. Can you see me properly? Because I can only see half my face. Can you see my whole face?
Not now. Yes, hold it up a bit. Hold it up. Yeah.
I'm going to hold it as far away as possible.
Yeah, that's good. I can see you. I can see you.
Good.
Yeah. So you run London Fashion Insider.
I do.
And you were on my blog the other week actually, and I was quite interested in you said you started in the deep end, like by opening a shop. I mean, that's like
I know,
insane.
I'm mad.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I'm going to open a shop. So yeah, so you did start in the deep end with fashion and styling, but you're also a model. You were a model as well.
A long time ago.
Surely not that long ago, but anyway. But yeah, so you've got quite you've kind of been across all aspects of fashion, I guess.
I have,
and styling,
in front of the camera, behind the camera, and I trained as an actress as well. And I've been a buyer, manager. I've had my own boutique for 8 years, sorry.
Wow.
Hill, which was fantastic. I was an amazing experience.
Yeah, it sounds incredible.
Yeah.
So, you're an all-rounder then, and finally, working on your style consultancy.
Hopefully, not just, a jack of all trades. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, which is great. And you actually work with all kinds of clients, but for today's purpose, I wanted you to focus on women. Because we had Sarah, our men's stylist, last week.
Yes.
She specialises in guys. So I had some questions from women, and I thought, we've got to answer those.
That one, by the way. It was a great session. It's really good, and I'm always learning. So
I learned tons from that. She packed that with information, actually.
Yeah.
So that was good. I've got like about 5 questions from clients. So if I run through them, they're quite long. Some of them are quite long, so I have to read from my notes. But actually, they were really nice questions, and I wanted to learn from them as well, because obviously our photographers, the more they know about fashion and styling, it's really helpful if they can kind of, share that on shoots and stuff like that. Yeah. So the first one came from a woman called Jo.
Hi,
and
Jo.
She says, hi, Jo. And she says, I like lots of crazy patterned clothes. And I thought, she sounds cool. I like that.
She does.
Yeah. She says, but I'm confused as to whether they'll look good on camera. Are there any rules of thumb regarding clothes that I can follow?
First of all, congratulations on being one of the bold people who embraces patterns.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think they look fabulous.
Me too.
So yeah.
Lots of my clients are a bit afraid of patterns, and I have to sort of slowly coax them and show them how great they can look.
Yeah.
So good for you, and you'll stand out from the crowd as well with your fabulous patterns. I think the most important thing with a pattern is that you get the right proportion of patterns. So as a rule of thumb, a larger pattern looks better on a larger frame. And a more ditzy pattern looks good on a smaller frame. Because if you're finding it's a big pattern, it can just overwhelm you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a kind of general rule. But what happens is when you have a pattern, the colours in the pattern in our eyes, it makes a kind of new colour. We put the colours together and it creates a kind of new colour, which they all create.
Okay. So if you had like black and white patterns, it becomes like a grey?
In a sense, it's, I mean, for instance, I can't wear yellow, and yet I have a dress that's bright yellow with black spots, and it looks amazing because the black spots tones down the yellow, and someone anchors it, and it works. So I would always say, hold the pattern to your face and see, does it light you up? Does it overtake you. A lot of patterns can completely detract. You're looking at the pattern, not at the person.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So the most important thing is that pattern. If it doesn't make you show your face off and make you shine, forget it. However wonderful the pattern is, especially in a dating photo or in a date, it's all about you, not your clothes. It's about the clothes making you look fabulous.
So the pattern needs to work for you, not the other way around.
Completely, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And also, I would say, if you're going to go with patterns, I mean, it's very fashionable, especially for editorial, to clash prints.
Yes, I was going to ask about that, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's very...
But how do you know which prints to clash? Or...
Well, I would say either go for the same print type. So say you've got a polka dot or a stripe or a paisley or a geometric, go in the same family. So if you're going to have a print, do a stripe and then do another kind of stripe on the bottom, or go with a different kind of prints. Like you might do stripes and polka dots, but keep it in the same color family. So you're either keeping it, you'd have to be very bold to do a different color family and a different type of print, and maybe leave that to the stylist.
Leave that to the pros. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So something's in a similar, either a similar color family or a similar pattern family, they can work together.
That can work together. Yeah. And I would say, to be safe, probably go with a color block with your print to tone it down, so that the print, rather than overwhelming, I mean, you want the person to not be, you don't want to scare them off with too much going on, but you want to show your character. So, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so that's really cool, because we do get, I always notice when we get clients who really embrace like strong colors and strong patterns, it really makes a huge difference to their photos.
I bet.
And both me and the photographer afterwards are both going, oh my God, those outfits are really amazing.
Yeah,
like they really stand out from all our sets, and we both kind of gush over it. And I think if we're gushing over it, then we imagine that people online who are looking at the profiles are probably gushing as well.
And also it shows confidence as well, and so that confidence is exuded in that print, shows you have the confidence to wear it, and that's really attractive. So
100%. Anything, totally. And like, anything that makes you come across as though you're just bold and like you're just out there, and that's really, really attractive. So and that's with men as well as women, obviously. So okay, that's great. I hope that answered your question, Jo.
Yes,
lots of
thanks,
rules
Jo,
of thumb there. Okay, so the second one is from Anonymous.
Okay.
She says, my hips and stomach are very curvy. I'd like to show them off confidently, even though I don't feel that confident about my shape yet. So I really like this question, because I thought she was going to go down the route of how do I hide it? And then she kind of comes out with, you know, she's like, I'm learning to love myself, the shape I am, and I want to start my dating journey authentically. So I think this question's amazing. So I know you're anonymous, but big ups on this question.
Great question.
Because this is, you know, it's really hard for people to get to the point where they're really happy with their body, and they can then have the dating shoot and then start dating. It's like, you want to start dating now, but you want to feel good about yourself. So working towards that.
I will do this when it's like I used to, when I was young, I used to say, oh, I don't want to go on holiday until I've got my ideal holiday weight. I don't want to do that. And for God's sake, and I look at
You're putting your life on hold, right? You're putting your life on hold for a few pounds.
And that's one of the beauties of getting older, is that you accept yourself, and it's it's one of the, thank God there's some perks to
Absolutely. So I mean, this is such a great question.
Great question.
So she goes on to say, so are there any outfits and looks that you could recommend that would show off my curves on camera? So on camera, and on dates as well, and make me feel sexy and attractive. I'm 5'7".
Okay.
So great question.
Okay, good. So first of all, I say brilliant, because the fact that you're embracing it, again, there is nothing more attractive than someone, I know it's a cliche, but someone who's comfortable in their skin, someone who feels, I mean, you know, those curves, they're really sensual. And I'm so glad, because when I grew up, it was a very different time. Now we're embracing women in all their shapes and forms.
Yes, that's very true.
And there's and you've got it on the cover of Vogue and on the catwalk, and it's fabulous.
I think we grew up doing Kate Moss and that kind of heroin chic, didn't we? And it was like, I know, and I certainly wasn't ever that. I've always been on the curvy hippie side.
Yeah.
So yeah, dealing with heroin chic was very challenging.
It was tough, and you were meant to have like a little boy's bottom at the time, and I always had a big curvy bum. And I remember one time I went, I tried on some skinny jeans. I'd never bought skinny jeans before, and I was in a shop, and I came out and tried them on. It was in Lee or something, and this guy just said, "Wow, your curve, your figure, your bum looks," and I was like, really? I looked in the mirror and thought, I've got this big, enormous, horrible bum.
It's so sad, isn't it? Like, society makes you think that about yourself.
But it actually was a turning point. I saw this red-blooded male going, "You look and I was like, something clicked in me, and I started embracing it and shutting it off. And my God, you know, it's like, and thank God now we're embracing bums and hips and everything.
Absolutely, massively now. Very. And I think that moment when you do start to embrace your body and start to feel love for yourself is when it's so much easier to meet people, because you're not hiding yourself, and you're being confident in your skin, like you said earlier.
And I've had so many compliments when I was showing it off rather than hiding it. I had so many compliments. I met followers down the street.
I can imagine.
Whereas before I was like, "Oh, my bum's too," you know, and it was just
and you're trying to hide it. It's ridiculous.
It was just that switch of appreciating it, you know. So I would say, So I think going with that sensuous, sexy feel of embracing it and feel good about your lovely, sumptuous flesh. I would say something like a really sensuous fabric, like a soft cashmere wool, like a sweater dress.
Oh, nice.
A sweater dress with a V that you can pull off your shoulder and some heels. You know, it's so sexy. A really pretty little gold necklace, and then and a lovely bit of, you know, shoulder and décolletage, and, you know, really.
That sounds.
It's really sumptuous lovely. And sexy.
Yes,
you know,
voluptuous, sexy. Yeah, I'm liking the sound of that.
And or maybe a draped silk, something that really is beautiful.
Yeah.
So definitely
silk dresses or woolen dresses in the winter. But like clingy. Men love that as well.
So it's not like clingy all the way across. It's kind of like that sort of, you know, when it skims and you can sort of, it can cling to certain places and then skim. So that's nice. One idea. The second thing is, I would say, if you have a waist, absolutely accentuate the waist. Because
which is all the rage right now, isn't it? The kind of in and then out.
Well, this waist to hip ratio it's almost like genetically programmed in men.
Yes, it is.
That's the difference between us and men, and it's something in them. It's like a switch when that ratio between the hip and waist.
It's meant to do with babies, isn't it? Like like your hips. If you've got big hips,
bear
you can...
children, you know.
Okay.
Exactly.
And
I would say, and you know, you can go total Jessica Rabbit, wear a deep V and a belt and some heels, and just really embrace it. Also,
Jessica Rabbit, I like that.
Yeah, you can. Really
if you're a Gen Z or Gen X, you might need to Google that. But... Not Gen X, Gen Y. Jessica Rabbit looks.
I can't keep up.
No, I can't with these gens.
I would also say, if you want to, if you're a little bit narrow on top, you can also, with clothes, I still emphasize your beautiful curves, but you can create balance. So if you take an hourglass as the sort of the most sort of proportioned figure, let's say an hourglass, it doesn't matter whether it's a skinny hourglass or a big hourglass, it's still an hourglass. And so you achieve that by building up the shoulders with a bit of a shoulder pad.
Okay.
Or creating more texture on top. If you're smaller on top, add some ruffles, some patterns, some detail on top.
Very smart. Yep.
And so that,
I like it.
That build up there will then balance out the hips and create that real hourglass
vibe. Oh, I love it. Brilliant.
And then I'd say with the bottom half, go with either a fantastic pencil skirt to really, really show.
Oh, that's very Jessica Rabbit, isn't it? Yeah. And heels.
Pencil skirt is fabulous on
Yeah.
Or I would go for wide leg trousers that the width of the leg, it creates legs that go on forever, and the width of the leg again will balance out the hips and create a lovely long flowing line. Or go for skinnies and but there's a really good, in H&M, there's a really good skinny jean that I recommend to loads of my clients called Embrace. They're about 20 something quid or something.
In H&M. Okay,
H&M.
I'm writing a note.
And they're called Embrace, and they come in all sorts of colours, and they completely hug, because a lot of women, they have the problem that if it fits their hips, it's gaping on the waist.
Yeah,
so Embrace hugs every single curve, and that again, it looks fabulous.
Oh, brilliant. I'll check those out, actually. Brilliant. Okay. That sounds like a lot of information in there for that client. Thank you.
Oh, I hope she has fun on her dating journey.
Yeah, and good on her for embracing herself authentically.
Yes.
That's really, really good.
Well, it's the only way.
It's the only way to achieve real happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, so question number 3, and again, it's anonymous. She says, I'm fairly slim and I'm 5'2". Yeah. And I want to look stylish, but I feel a lot of clothes drown me a bit. So she's got the opposite problem to me, because I'm like 6 foot. So
how tall are you, Saskia?
Probably 6 foot with shoes on, 5'11". Wow. Yeah. So I'm the opposite. But yeah, so this woman is 5'2" and feels like she's kind of drowned out by her clothes. She says, any tips for looks that I can embrace that would make me feel like the sexy, stylish 43-year-old woman I am inside? Which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a baby compared to me. First of all, I actually have so many clients. The amount of clients I have that are 5'2", 5'3".
Really? And is that a reason why they're clients? Do they need help?
I think so.
Because I guess a lot of fashion is geared towards taller women, isn't it?
Yeah, or the average, which is probably 5'5",
yes.
5'6".
Not to my height.
No.
Only unless it's couture, maybe, and they're all top fashion models. But regular people of my height struggle. Yes. But I guess 5'7", 5'6" is kind of,
I think they probably think of 5'5", 5'6" is probably what they're building clothes. 5'7", yeah.
So I would have thought people who are 5'2" are better off than, say, me at 5'11". But you're saying you get a lot of clients.
A lot of clients, yeah.
I guess if clothes are kind of drowning you out, it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Olsen twins. They're quite short, aren't they?
Yeah, but I mean,
they always look stylish, but it looks like they have to work quite hard, I suppose, to do that, to get that look.
And if you go into like the moment, in this summer there was a lot of maxi dresses, there was a lot of full length, long clothes, and you go into Zara, and I've been in with my petite clients, and I see it from their eyes, and they look like clothes for giants. Whereas I'm going, yay! No, I can imagine it's a bit overwhelming when you're just picking things up and they're just like... They're like training on the floor, exactly.
Yeah, it's quite depressing.
The first thing I'd say is go for... You always create one bit that's slim in you, whether it's skinny jeans, whether it's a slim top. Never go baggy all over, because, I'm really tall and broad-shouldered. I can wear like a big... sort of big baggy kind of maxi dress and sort of get away with it, but always create one part that's skinny. And
so something's got to be cinched in or whatever, showing off your shape.
Absolutely. A belt, absolutely belts, even put over a jacket, over a jumper, a little belt at your smallest point in your waist, whether it's under your boobs or lower, whichever is your tiniest point. So create that, she wants to look sexy, create that little cinched in look. I would always go probably for a fitted shoulder rather than a raglan. So a raglan is like a sweatshirt that comes off where the seam is down here. Create a kind of sloping, and it can sort of create a big width, a sort of horizontal shape, whereas you want to go really neat on the shoulder. A little puff shoulder looks great on petite girls. A little leg of mutton puff shoulder, a neat shoulder, fitted.
A leg of mutton.
Leg of mutton. Leg of mutton.
Leg of mutton puff shop. What the heck? Okay, you're slipping into stylish lingo there.
Very old-fashioned. It's like in the 40s when they had that little puffed shoulder. Called a leg of mutton.
Okay. You lost me for that, but you brought me back in. Okay, yeah. And you see, that doesn't look great on big women, I don't think. No. So I never wear that. Yeah.
And you don't want to go with big, huge, puffy sleeves if you're really tall either.
Yeah, no. Which is a shame because I like them.
I know, they're great. Well, we'll get together and I'll find one that suits you.
Okay. That's a challenge.
I would definitely go with, a nice fitted shoulder. The most important thing as well is where the waist sits, because if your waist is too low if the garment, the waist is too low, it's just you're gonna look all out of proportion.
And I guess that's something that does happen if you're, because for me the waists are too high, so I guess
so
therefore the waists are too low. Yeah.
And it's not showing
really
off
annoying.
their slimmest part, and it's not creating the right, because if you've got the waist in the right place, then the rest of the length you see the long legs. So you know, so
is that why you're getting belts to do that work for them?
Exactly. Yeah. Also, I would say find a good tailor. So whether it's your local dry cleaner or someone you find on mynextdoor.com, you know, someone locally who can alter things. I have about 20% of my stuff altered to make it look I buy high street, and then a lot of high street and some designer, but I have, you know, I've paid 10-20 quid to have something altered to make it look a few hundred quid.
Oh, and so if you're tall, can you get stuff altered to fit, like get material added or whatever?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I've never thought of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely, you know, find a good tailor, because the right leg length, obviously you want to get just the right leg length. And I would say people don't think about it, the arm length on a petite girl. As soon as you get the arm length right, everything makes sense for the whole rest of the figure. If the coat or the jacket is too long on the arm, it'll dwarf you. The minute you get the arm on the even showing a little bit of wrist to show the slender wrist, it completely changes the proportion of the clothing.
And that must be quite hard then. Do they have to get specialised?
Well, it's very easy to take up an arm length.
Oh, so that's when you take it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but I know when you take up trousers, it ruins the proportion of trousers quite often, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is why you wouldn't buy certain trousers that don't work. Like you wouldn't buy a skinny flare, because the flare starts in the wrong place. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So with jackets, is it easier then to bring up the sleeve?
Yeah. But even trousers, as long as you get a trouser that is not too low a crutch, then you should be able to take it up. But this is about altering. If you can't find it in the petite section, because there also isn't always that much range in petite. You find a piece of clothing that's perfect except for the arm length or the leg.
Yeah. Then take it up.
Yeah. Also, you can find that just literally by them nipping up the seam here, lifting the seam, it can change the whole way the dress fits. It'll make the waist go in the right place, and it won't be too low.
Oh, okay.
So that's another thing.
What you mean, they make it higher, sort of thing? They bring it up. Yes. Got you. Yeah.
And
okay.
That just like a centimetre there can change the whole garment.
Oh, that's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Okay, nice one.
So to save all of that, buy petite if you can.
Yeah.
Topshop do really great petite range. I get a lot of my petite clients pieces.
And Topshop's great because it kind of covers all ages, doesn't it? And all genres and like everything. Yeah, I love Topshop.
And I'm just praying that Topshop will be saved. I'm sure it will.
I think it will. Yeah, it would be very odd if that wasn't.
It would.
Because it's just popular with everyone.
Exactly.
I don't know anyone who doesn't love Topshop.
All ages, and they go, "Oh, but I'm too young. I'm too old for Topshop." And no, you're not coming. No. Go, oh my god, I never realized.
Yeah, it's got. You have to go to the one like the big ones.
Yes.
But
yes, you do.
Yeah. But there's lots of choice then.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Oh, just to say, so Topshop has a good petite, and also Marks for Basics, Marks and Spencer's has different lengths in dresses, skirts, and trousers. So you can buy regular or long in loads of their things. And so I would definitely go Marks and Spencer's to get some, you know, some basics that fit.
Kind of basics. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, that was great.
Okay.
And so we're on to our next question, which is from a menopausal mother of two. She says, I have a muffin top and it shows up in photos. Well, I kind of like feel for you, lady. It shows up in photos that my friends take of me. Do you have any tips for cleverly disguising it in my profile pictures, but also when I'm out on dates? Because muffin tops are actually, as soon as you hit menopause, muffin tops are really stubborn and really hard to shift. Yeah. So I can totally understand why she's asking for ways to kind of work around the muffin top in case she can't get rid of that.
Yeah.
Which is challenging.
Yeah.
We're all trying to get rid of muffin tops in our menopause.
When I was young, I used to wear cropped. I had the flattest, I had like a natural six pack of flat stuff.
Blimey.
Crop tops. Now I'm perimenopausal. All my weight starts going.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same.
Yeah.
and it's suddenly just your body shape starts changing and it's out of your control. You're like, I don't think anything different, you know. I know. So a lot of feels for this woman.
Absolutely. Well, it's
and I'm making notes as you speak. And no, it wasn't from me. I didn't write this one. There is genuinely genuinely someone else who wrote this.
Yeah, it's a friend. It's a friend. Yeah.
A friend. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the most common problems, and it's really easy to hide. It's a really common problem. Most women have weight in that area, and so the first thing I'd say is, well, let's start from the foundations. So posture is really important.
Absolutely, yes.
If you have good posture, it can completely change the way that your stomach sits. Your shoulders go back and down, your bust immediately goes higher, your stomach goes flatter, you know, engaging the core. So that's number one on your date with your picture.
Brilliant.
Practice. Yeah. Number two, if you're on a date or if you're in your picture, if you want to, there's really good shapewear so that you can feel comfortable and feel you look your best.
So by that, do you mean that underwear that sucks you in?
Yeah, but you can go for a camisole top. So a camisole top that pulls you in, but a nice long one, not one that's going to ride up, but a nice long camisole top.
Great idea.
It just
streamlines your shape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not
which always looks good on camera.
Yeah.
So
you're not pretending it's not there. You're not like, it just smooths it.
Yeah.
You know, it just smooths it a little bit. So undergarments. So that's the kind of foundation. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that every day, but certainly for a special occasion or for a photo. And then I would say avoid thin lycra t-shirty fabrics too, because they will just literally fold and sit and emphasize and go in and out.
So avoid lycra, anything too clingy.
Exactly. I would say, you know, an obvious thing, don't go for too low waist jeans. Thank God they're not in fashion anymore, because they just push up and emphasize. Do you remember when people had these low jeans and it pushed them up?
Yes. But yeah, I do remember that. Let's pray those don't come back in anytime soon.
So
it's all about the high-waisted jeans, though, are good. Thumbs up for that. Yes.
So, but if you don't like high waist, you don't have to go high waist. You can just go to a mid-rise as well. I'm more comfortable with a mid-rise. High waist feels a bit, still to me, feels a bit weird. So I'd go mid-rise or a high waist, and a nice stretchy fabric that'll mold. It won't like restrict your breathing. That's comfortable to wear. Again, those Embrace jeans are quite high waist but super stretchy. They're like a second skin. They're really good.
Is that the H&M ones? Yeah. Okay, they're getting a lot of shouts out.
They are today.
Better go get on that. Check them out.
A cheap item. So then you've got your foundation. You've got the right sort of height of trouser. One of the really trendy things now is to do a French tuck, a half tuck with your clothes.
Oh, I like those. Yes, that works really well. So I know that from the Five Guys Queer Eye.
Oh yes, I've never seen it. I must watch that.
Oh my God, I love Queer Eye. But I started doing that. So you tuck in a little bit of your top and then let the rest kind of hang. Exactly. It's really good. That's really good for muffin top.
Really? So what it does is like you tuck in on one side so you can see the length of the leg and you can see the shape of that. There's a waist there. But then you let the fabric flow over the tummy, but you're creating this illusion that shows the length of the leg, shows the waist, but you're actually covering everything you want to cover, and you're bang on trend as well. So
yes, it's absolutely magic. I absolutely love.
So that's a really good style hat for that. In terms of your waist, probably the best bit of your waist is probably just under your boobs. So like that's probably your smallest bit if you have a muffin top. So if you have quite slim arms as well, I would say wear a tight sleeve top, tight over the bust, and then flowing from under the bust, the empire line. Flowing under there in a not too thin a fabric, a slightly thicker jersey or whatever fabric you want to use. And then that gives the illusion, because this is tight and the arms are tight and it's flowing, you immediately assume that the stomach,
but you've got some shape,
you're teeny underneath.
Good one, I like it.
So that,
illusion.
Illusion. So that really, really, really works. And actually sometimes even with a sort of mid-waist jean, you can actually tuck in like a loose shirt. You can actually tuck it in, and the blouson of where you tuck in hides the muffin top. it looks like it's the blouson of the tucking in, but actually it's completely hidden underneath.
Very good. I like it.
So yeah.
So that sounds similar to the French tuck, though. It
is, but it's a full. But there's a full.
But it's a full tuck.
A full tuck in. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting my lingo down.
Yeah. It's a full tuck, but because you're doing it like a blouson style.
Then no one knows what's going on.
No one knows what's going on underneath.
Brilliant. I love it.
Also, you know, when you have a wrap dress and you have those, like LK Bennett used to do them really well, and they had sort of folds around the tummy where the wrap goes across.
Yes, yeah. Kind of pleated.
Yeah, kind of pleated. That hides a multitude of sins, and because you've got that diagonal line, it's showing going off the bust. It's going down. It's creating, and the same asymmetric tops as well that flow. It leads the eye down rather than seeing any horizontal.
You're going down the body. You're
cutting the body and going down. And
which looks good on photos as well, actually.
Yeah.
You're pulling the eye the way you want it to go. So
Exactly. And again, a V-neck does the same. And patterns as well can disguise.
Okay, yeah. What, patterns on the top or the bottom?
On the top.
On the top.
Yeah.
You see, now I would have thought that's maybe bringing attention to it.
No, it does the opposite. Because you can't see, if you have a clean sort of tightish top, you see the outline. But with patterns, the pattern disguises. You're looking at the pattern, your eye can't focus.
And it's got no idea what's happening underneath the pattern.
No, you don't focus because you're looking at the pattern. You can't
the pattern itself. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That feels quite brave to me, but I like it.
It really works. And then because your clients are trying on different things, you want them to be able to layer when they're out on their shoot. Absolutely. Cardigans, blazers, anything open, an open cardigan, an open blazer, anything like that creates that vertical line. It cuts off the width and draws attention, makes the eye look down as well. So just layering blazers or like, you know, the old waterfall cardigan or just open cardigan. Anything like that will really help as well.
Okay, fantastic. That's really good. I just saw a question pop up in the box from somebody saying, from Spiky Curve, for guys, what's the best thing to wear on a first date?
For guys?
For guys, yeah.
Okay.
So could you answer that one for him? Spiky Curve.
Hi, Spiky Curves. That's a good name. For a guy, I would say...
That's quite wide open, isn't it? That's quite a wide open question.
Yeah. I would say the most important thing, as with anyone, which is what I always come back to, is colour. Go for a colour that suits you, a colour that reflects, a colour that makes you light up. Go for something that makes you feel comfortable. Don't try and be someone you're not. Don't try and be the kind of guy you think girls want you to be. You know what I mean? Just
be,
like, if you're
you, but the sexy version.
It's sexy, but if you're geeky, there's so many girls who love geeky, cute, geeky guys. You know, embrace it. Don't try and be some He-Man stud if you're like geeky, you know. And it's like there's someone for everyone, and be who you are. Yeah. And the right person then will choose you. And
Absolutely.
I would say again, go for balance. You know, create balance in your figure. The same with a woman. You want to create a bit of breadth on the shoulders. You know, if you're slim-shouldered, have a good jacket that has a bit of, you know, structure. That'll give you confidence as well. Posture again.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Posture says everything about, you know, and I think for women, we do like to see confidence in a man, and I think
absolutely.
So posture and wearing something.
Posture and body confidence body language as well is really important. So it's like looking at what you're wearing, how you're standing, and also what you're doing with your body as well. And taking up space, I think, is really good. Like, don't fold in on yourself with kind of crossed arms. It's like
be open and be inviting.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the look, that little glint in your eye, you know, that for women, I think we just melt when we see that little spark in someone's eyes, or the soulfulness or warmth, you know.
Yeah,
but
totally.
That's
and I think that will come from confidence as well. Like when you're feeling really good about yourself, you're in that place where you can start like feeling warm and approachable and open.
And I think your photographers, obviously, if they're following in your footsteps, they will, you know, encourage that, because they'll be easy and they'll know how to get the best out of people. So
yeah, absolutely.
You know, That'll bring that out.
Totally. Our whole shoot's around trying to build up people, make people relax and feel happy and confident and fun. It's that kind of having fun. We it's kind of like replicating being on a date, really, on a really good date, hopefully. Except you're with a female photographer, but whatever.
Well, that's good, because then they can.
It's good practice.
You know, they can get a banter going, and get
totally. Let me just see if there are any other questions here. We've had quite a few people joining. Any other questions? This is testing you, isn't it? Like, no, that was the only question by the looks of it. And if there are any guys watching, I did do a live last week with Sarah from Sartorial Lab which was specifically geared up for men, and so that is in my feed from last Tuesday. So you can check that out.
Great.
Thank you. She was brilliant, wasn't she? Okay, so that is all the questions from my clients. So one last question. If you had like one sartorial hack that you'd want to share with people to look good in their profile photos, I don't know, something simple that they could do, what would that be?
Okay, I've kind of probably repeated myself a little bit on that. Because,
no, that's okay.
Yeah, so again, I go back to, it's not a sartorial hack, but I'll go back to posture, confidence, being engaged, enjoying yourself. All of that comes across. Wear something that you feel comfortable in. If you're itchy and uncomfortable or you don't feel yourself in it, it's going to show in the picture. Unless you're
and Spiky Curve adds a smile as well. Yes. And he's thanked you for your question, your answer as well. Which is nice.
Oh, thank you. So something that makes you feel comfortable. And if you're in the wrong outfit and you feel like this isn't me, I'm to pretend to be someone else, or this is really itchy and uncomfortable, that is going to show in the photo. So
absolutely,
being comfortable. The color. Get a color. You know, that color that you put on when you've got a hangover.
Where you like.
And you put it on, and you know that however shadowy you are, however tired and rough you look, you can put that one color on, and it'll give you a little bit of life to get through the day, you know.
I mean, that's such a good idea. I mean, I shy away from color, but I put on a red top the other day for a dating photo hack that I have, and I never wear it, but I always feel really good in it. Does it suit me? It feels like it suits my skin colouring and stuff like that.
You should wear more colours, Saskia.
I know. I don't know why I don't. I need to
walk the walk.
Get bolder. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'll do that. My New Year's resolution.
Definitely.
More colour.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you've got a great skin tone for colour. You can wear so many colours as well.
Yeah, I don't know why I shy away from it, but I need to get bold on that one. I will do.
Definitely.
Because I am literally telling our clients, you need to go bold. Come on, it will really make the photos look amazing while wearing black from head to toe. Anyway.
I'll do some colour analysis with you afterwards another time.
Okay, brilliant.
So
I appreciate that.
And also I'd say with a girl, a little piece of jewellery, you know, and when you put on the jewellery, again, it's just like pattern or anything else. Does it show you off or does it detract? Have a piece of jewellery that lights up your face, suits your neckline. You know, don't go with something too long if you're short. You know, and also I would say things to avoid as well would be the wrong kind of neckline. You know, don't wear a polo neck if you've got a double, no neck. You know, no neck or a double chin. Don't, because it'll emphasize it.
Okay, yeah. I think a lot of people think that if you try and hide something, it'll go away, but actually you're drawing attention to it. Am I right?
For sure.
But it's like when people who are kind of overweight and they wear baggy stuff, because they're trying to hide it, it doesn't actually work like that.
No, so, completely the opposite. You want to slim in. You want to kind of you want to create more of a fitted skimming look, definitely. So I'd say, and also, I think if you're someone who loves to wear high heels. Even if you're only shooting from the top, wear your high heels in the photo because it comes across in your posture, the way you hold yourself. Yeah,
totally. Yeah, a lot of our clients do that. They'll bring their heels along and they'll be toddling around as we walk around. But it transforms how they stand, how they feel, how they walk, how they move. So, we go with that. Actually, someone else has just asked a question, if you don't mind.
No, it's fine.
I can't see their name. I'm not very good at this, am I? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Spiky Curve.
Hi, Spiky Curve.
Hello, Spiky Curve. Spiky Curve asks, for a woman, is dressing overtly sexy a bad thing?
Oh, good question. I think it depends. If it's, I personally don't like to see someone who's just thinking that they have to pander to men by being overtly sexy in the picture. If it's too much, I think it's off-putting and it sends the wrong signals. There's nothing wrong with being sexy. Like, wear a short skirt, wear a low top, but balance it out. Don't go the shortest skirt, the lowest top, the most makeup. You know, just choose the bit that you want to accentuate.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, but don't do it because you think you have to compete.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's not your vibe at all, don't do it for the photos or for a date because you think that's how you need to be.
Exactly.
It's, you know,
if you're naturally a vamp in your everyday life, then of course, you know, that's who you are, and you rock it because it's you and you're confident.
Absolutely. Then absolutely 100% come along like that. But I like the idea of focusing on, so say if you've got a great pair of legs, you might have some skin tight jeans or a really short skirt, but kind of
tone it down on the other
tone it down up top, but then, and if you've got great boobs or a great cleavage or something, show that off. But, you know, wear that with
don't wear it with a sky high skirt because it'll just look like you're trying to, you don't want to look like you're trying too hard. You always want to look a bit effortless, natural. And I would also say maybe, you know, bring a bit of makeup with you. Maybe start with less makeup and then build up a bit more makeup. That's
a really good idea, actually. I like that,
because I think it's important. You don't want someone to see you fully made up with fake eyelashes and everything like this, and then, you know, and then what's really underneath. You know, you want to show how good you can look when you know, wearing makeup and going on a date, but also show you your natural beauty as well.
I like that. We do encourage them to like bring the makeup and also kind of mix it up, and also I love how like changing a lipstick can completely transform, like, because I don't wear lipstick, so for me, I remember the first time I was doing a shoot with this girl and she switched lipsticks and it was like, oh my god, like it literally changed the whole vibe from a kind of nice like weekend look to a completely gorgeous Friday night look.
Absolutely.
So, the Fab Cara says natural beauty is key. Absolutely.
Yes.
Working with your own natural beauty and being confident in yourself. And as that client earlier said, like learning to love her curves. Absolutely. So learning to love yourself as you are is really important on your journey in your dating photos. And then again, when you're actually dating, it's like the biggest gift you can give yourself. It really is.
Totally.
Because then you'll be dating from a place of authenticity, really.
Exactly. And also I'd say if you're wearing too much makeup, a man or a woman is going to wonder, well, what's underneath the makeup, you know? What are they hiding? If it's too much, what are they hiding, you know? And also too much makeup can actually detract from your features. You know, you can't see, if you have too much heavy makeup, you can't actually see your beautiful eyes, you know?
I totally agree. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of like loads and loads of makeup and lashes, but I think it looks great on some people. But I think if you can show the whole, I do think men worry if they just see that side of you. They like to see different sides of you. Totally.
People look and go, I mean, I would look and say, okay, that's a really great picture of him, but he looks, but what does he look like in the other, you know, I want to see him in his natural habitat, you know what I mean?
So I think, especially with like having a set of profile photos, if you can get the whole, you know, or as many different looks as you can. So you can have the made up look, but then have the natural Sunday morning, like, what do I look like? You know, that's kind of a good starting place.
That's what they're going to look like if I wake up with them.
Totally. Okay, well, we've got Spiky Kerr says, thanks guys, totally agree. Been in a couple of dates where ladies have pampered to stereotype, which put me off. Just wanted to know if it was me. And Fab Cara says, confidence is the best beauty tool. Love that. What a great absolutely. What's happened to my screen? There we go. Okay, well, I have no idea what the time is because my clock is on my phone. I've realised I don't even have a watch anymore, so no idea. But it will shut off at some point. So
I think we've done 45 minutes.
Yeah, I reckon we have. So thank you so much. That's been incredible. That's been so much fun.
Likewise.
And it's been good having interaction with the guys watching. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in live, because that is, you know, it's really nice to have people join us and to, you know, share your thoughts and your questions. Yeah. But a huge thank you, Sunna. That was amazing.
Pleasure. It was really fun.
You shared so much. Oh, is that spiky curve? You guys have been brilliant. Please do it again.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you. That's so nice, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. I really appreciate your time. Right. And I am going to post this afterwards so that we can, I'll share it and tag you in.
And I look forward to seeing you in real life.
Yes, when we're back.
Colour.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to challenge myself next year.
Just so you all know.
Watch this space next year. I'm going to be rocking the colour.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks ever so much, Sunna, and take care. And I will be tagging you in a minute when I try and figure out how to save this.
Thanks, Sunna. All right. Have a great day.
Yeah, and you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.